Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 16 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. We are featuring a brand new team. If you didn't see yesterday's episode, I highly recommend it. Two of the best games we've had in a long time, and this is a really fun team. Huge shoutouts to Ramos and Tokwo for allowing me to use it, as they were the original creators. I really love it with the Ho-Oh, Mawile, Ludicolo combination. Some really fun Pokemon to try out, and we had a really fantastic episode yesterday. But now that I'm back from US Nationals, I'm looking to do my best to keep it up with daily uploads, and I'm going to try to, record some extra episodes here and there to make up for the lack of uploads the last couple of days. So hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much, and hopefully you also got to see some of the US National stream, which was a total blast. And we're just going to jump onto the ladder and see what we can find today. Our rating dropped a little bit, so currently in the mid 1700s. Let's see if we can climb back into the 1800s once again. And as always, if you enjoy Road to Rank, please share and support by leaving a like in the video. I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, this team is very, very new to me, as I have not played really any games with it other than Road to Rank. But we're going to find a Japanese opponent right away with a rating of 1783 to kick off this episode. Opponent rocking a Kyogre Xerneas team, actually. So, Kyogre, Xerneas, Kangaskhan, Bronzong, Salamence, and Smeargle. So, if you replace the Kyogre for Groudon, that's like the big B kind of team, which is Big 6, but with Talonflame replaced with Bronzong. But instead we see Kyogre here, which is pretty interesting. My Ludicolo can take advantage of that for sure. Ho-Oh is still tempting to bring because it has a positive matchup against Bronzong, Kangaskhan, and Xerneas. Like if that were Groudon, I would lead like what I've been leading the last couple of games with Ho-Oh, Mawile, Ludicolo, and Rayquaza, but gotta think twice about this. Mawile Weavile honestly isn't too bad either, because Weavile exerts pressure quite literally. Feels weird not bringing Ho-Oh though. I don't know, like, Ho-Oh has been my answer to Bronzong. We faced two Bronzongs yesterday. We see so much Bronzong nowadays in the metagame, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Bronzong, Ho-Oh was my answer against it yesterday. The Kyogre here is a big threat though. I don't know. Mawile, Ho-Oh, like, Ludicolo, Rayquaza still works though. And that's what I'm familiar with, but maybe I should expand out my comfort zone. Honestly, the Assault Vest Ludicolo is a big deal, so I'm actually still gonna bring my Ho-Oh because it has a okay matchup against the Kangaskhan. Like, Ho-Oh is just bulky and I can take advantage of that, whereas Weavile is so frail and gets affected by Intimidate. Although I don't suspect we see Intimidate. Maybe Weavile would have been a better call here, but sticking with the same four that we used in the last two games, but those did end up turning out to be wins, so let's see if we can keep up the streak here. But like I said, I am newer with this team, so I'm just learning as quickly as I go and as I play. So, this is the case with a lot of teams on Road to Ranked, but gonna lead with Mawile, Ho-Oh. Once again, we're obviously not gonna see a Groudon lead here, but Kangaskhan would be nice. It actually is Kangaskhan Xerneas, so what do you know? This ends up working out pretty nicely. So, the reason why I don't mind this too much, especially, is because normally the best answer to Mawile is Groudon. My opponent obviously can't just switch into a Groudon. So I get the Intimidate off against Kangaskhan, which is a big, big deal. Now, turn 1, I suspect we'll see a Fake Out onto Mawile. And a Geomancy. So, I kind of want to protect here. I mean, I don't know, it's just like, there's no way you would let me get a free Iron Head off against Xerneas, and you see that Mawile's on the frailer spectrum. We saw how much Moonblast that +2 did yesterday, so I'm tempted to protect to make sure like he can't knock me out with Moonblast the next turn. I want a Tailwind, although I don't think that's actually necessary. Maybe I should just Sacred Fire the Kangaskhan. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to protect and Sacred. No, I shouldn't have protected. I think I should have Iron Headed, but I ran out of time there. But we actually see a switch out. Oh, it's probably going to be Kyogre coming in. Yeah, I should have considered that. That's bad. That's really bad. I'm dumb. Yeah. I don't know why I was so sure on my opponent Geomancying, quite honestly. That was a very predictable play. Shame on me. Should have read into that, but oh well. I will be able to get to switch into Ludicolo, but the thing is, this is where having Ho-Oh kind of puts me at a disadvantage. Yeah, I didn't play that turn 1 very well. Like, I was just so set on the Geomancy play. Like, I would have gone for the play rough here, probably, onto Kangaskhan. And the Brave Bird, as we do see the Fake Out. Yeah, into Mawile, but Sacred Fire is going to fail, unfortunately. I could set up a Tailwind right now. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to switch into Ludi. And let's get a Tailwind going. I think my Holo should outspeed that Kyogre? Question mark, fingers crossed, hopefully. So I might have to sacrifice my poor Holo here. But that's okay if I get Tailwind up. Maybe it would have been better just attacking. Yeah, I don't regret not bringing Weavile, since Weavile doesn't really help me out much here either. But I played that turn 1 pretty poorly. Like, I was so sure Geomancy was going up, but in retrospect, like, it doesn't make much sense to Geomancy against a Mawile and a Talon, or a Ho-Oh. So, could easily been in a better position right now. We're gonna see Return come out. Smartly enough, targeting Ludicolo. Oh my gosh, that does so much damage. I'm probably just gonna get knocked out here. I do get my Tailwind up, but Kyogre's gonna get a Brave Bird off. I didn't really have any free switch-ins there, so... Yeah, turn 1 play really cost me. We do see Origin Pulse come out. Ludi will probably hang on since I'm Assault Vest and 4 times resistant, but... Yeah, that takes that. But it doesn't really mean I'm in a better position right now, because now he can just Sucker Punch me. I suppose I'll bring Mawile back in for the Intimidate. Now I can just Sucker Punch my Ludicolo though. I mean, it was a safe return play there too. Just did not really have many options. Now the question is, so one thing I can do is if he's going for a Sucker Punch, I can actually avoid that by going for a Fake Out. So I think I'm actually going to Fake Out the Kyogre here. And I'll play Rough into Kangaskhan. So I have 3 turns of Tailwind to take advantage right now. I mean, my opponent might just not Sucker Punch either, knowing I might want to go for Fake Out. So that could be bad. But if I could get 1 big turn here, that'd be good, because then Mawile could potentially Sucker Punch and I could Grass Knot the Kyogre. But he protects with Kyogre. That was the other play I was maybe predicting, but I didn't want to risk doubling up on Kangaskhan. Let's see if he Sucker Punches here. He doesn't either. Really good plays from my opponent. He's just going to return. Yep. Into Ludi. Yep. This has been a very ugly game. Could have also doubled up on Kangaskhan there, which I'm so far behind. Like, maybe that's just what I should have done. Not very solid plays for me so far. So Rayquaza's gonna come out. I'm gonna double up on Kyogre right now. Yeah, I don't want to decrease my defenses either, so I'm gonna Draco Meteor and play Rough. He's probably going to switch that Kyogre out into whatever the 4th Pokemon is. But Kangaskhan's at -2 attack right now, so it's not as big of a threat. And if it doesn't switch out Kyogre, then I can pick up a knockout, Return won't knock me out, and then suddenly I'm still not in the worst of positions. But the last one's probably Bronzong, and I don't really have a way to beat that. So, I'm accepting the loss at this point, but I'm still going to play it out. But I managed a couple turns really play. We actually see a Sucker Punch come out onto Mawile. I can respect that, but this actually works out pretty nicely if my attacks connect with the Kyogre here. Fingers crossed. Okay, Draco Meteor hits, that's good. Didn't want to decrease my defenses there, and I didn't target the Kangaskhan slot. So this is going to be a good turn if my play Rough connects with Kyogre. Hopefully it does, as you see how bulky that Kyogre is. Okay, play Rough connects with Kyogre. I think that should knock it out. Yeah. That is 2 turns of Tailwind gone, though. I mean, Xerneas in the back... You're probably not going to bring out Xerneas right now. I think you bring out your 4th Pokemon. So, it's not over yet. It's never over with Mawile and Rayquaza since they're such strong Pokemon. But, once again, I don't think I played this game very well at all. So, I don't really deserve to win. But, you know, it's good to learn. There's so much to improve on, especially when you're using a new team. And so much to try to figure out exactly, you know, what your strategy should be. So, in this one, I do feel like I went with the right Pokemon choice. The last one's Smeargle. Now, that's interesting. That gives me a decent chance of actually winning this one still, because it's not the Bronzong I thought it might be. So I'm not going to try to get down by the earlier plays I had, and I'm going to try to pick up a win here. So, here's the thing. This is really tricky, though. So, my opponent here can actually just go for the Dark Void, or Spiky Shield, and it's actually a 50-50. If I call correctly, I think I'll win. Because if you Spiky Shield and switch into Xerneas and you have Follow Me, then I'm screwed. I think. I really want to double up on Smeargle here. I'm gonna do it. I have a gut feeling. Okay. No switch out. That's good. Huh? So he was Scarf. I don't think Return knocks my Rayquaza out. If it doesn't, I think I win. Come on. Okay. Okay. Wow, I might have pulled this one out. So I thought it could have been Scarf, but he actually could have won by Dark Voiding there. So maybe a choke on my opponent's end there. Yeah, so now I'm just going to Extreme Speed and Iron Hit, and I think I've got this somehow. Question mark. Let's see. My DS is dying. Let's make sure it doesn't die while this game goes on. But, wow, what a game. Hold on, I can't miss this turn. DS, don't die on me right now. Come on, buddy. I really didn't think I'd be able to pull that one because I played the beginning couple turns so poorly, but the, wow. He's just gonna gleam. Sweet. No complaints there, my friends. No complaints there. I'm gonna plug in my charger. Be right back. I'm gonna dig real under. Real quick. Oh, boy. Oh, the plug is so far away. It doesn't sign on in. Come on. Oh, I'm a noob. That is to the outlet. What can I unplug here? Oh, yes, I can unplug this. Okay, I think we won that, right? Always keep your DS charged, guys. But, wow, that was a fun game. I really thought I lost that because I played the first couple turns so terribly, but that Tailwind was actually really, really big. Because it allowed me to actually sweep through with Rayquaza and Mawile, and that second Intimidate on Kangaskhan was a big, big deal as well. So, it looked like a terrible, terrible start. Like, I thought, like, there's no way I win this, but you should never give up, right? If you don't know your opponent's last Pokemon, sometimes it ends up being that one Pokemon that, like, actually becomes a useless factor and actually helps you get back into this game. Yeah, Smeargle with Dark Voided there, I could have been screwed, so maybe I should have Dragon Ascended instead, but I really didn't want to decrease my defenses because I figured it'd be Sash. So I don't mind my Extreme Speed play there. I mean, it was risky, right? If Smeargle went for a Dark Void, I would have lost there, so I got pretty fortunate he went for a Transform play instead. Not really understanding the Transform play there, quite honestly, though. I think you should still just go for Dark Void. But we're going to find Renee VGC with a rating of 1820. I believe this is the Renee that actually top cut, or got day 2 at US Nationals. You know, not from, you know, the United States, but a very strong player outside. And he was one of the few international players to come to US Nats. So, should be a good one since he definitely wasn't day 2. If this is the same Renee. But he's got Kangaskhan, Xerneas, Salamence, Groudon, Thundurus, and Smeargle. So, kind of interesting to see Thundurus over Bronzong and Cresselia. Honestly, don't like the Thundurus as much. Maybe I do need to bring Weavile this time. I don't know. Ho-Oh, Mawile, Ludi, Rayquaza's works so well, though. Like, I love this course so much. I mean, Mawile can dunk on Thundurus. That's the thing. Not having a way to stop Thunder Wave is kind of irritating. Like, that's where Cresselia would come in handy. So maybe I want to bring Cress here. I don't know, but these four are just so good. I'm gonna go with it. So far hasn't lost yet, right? We're 3-0 with it, so I'm gonna keep on going with it until I lose, and then I can figure it out. Which is typically not a good strategy, but it is the beginning of the week, and I'm still learning with the team. And I think one of the good ways to learn in VGC also is like going with, figuring out matchups that you think you can't win based off the team, and then like clawing your way out when you're down. But Thundurus Groudon here coming out from my opponent, so Weavile would have been greatly appreciated. My Ho-Oh here is sitting pretty well though. I think if you're my opponent, you're just gonna go for a Thunder Wave onto Ho-Oh, probably. To be honest, I think I actually want to just go for a Sacred Fire onto Thundurus and switch my Mawile into Ludicolo. I'm fine with getting paralyzed as long as I can knock out this Thundurus. If I can knock out Thundurus, then suddenly I have my Ludicolo to pressure Groudon. And Mawile is really important because my opponent does have the Xerneas in the back. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. Of course, he could protect Thundurus. I'm fine. There's no way to set up Gravity right now. Ludicolo, you know, can take Precipice Blades, obviously. He might go for a Fire Punch, but that's fine. He could also just Thunderbolt Ho-Oh, but Ho-Oh should be faster. He does actually just Thunderbolt Ho-Oh. Okay, so I hang on. Oh dear. He's faster. Oh, okay, I survived though. Okay. Knock out Thundurus, please. Oh, it's sashed. I should have expected that, obviously. Burn? Nice. 50% burn chance is too clutch. So Thunderous gets knocked out there. Yeah, I think that was the best play if you're my opponent as well. Just, you know, get that free damage off. I'm still in a really bad position. Tailwind actually would have been better there for me. Should check up on Ho-Oh's stats exactly. But yeah, max speed Groudon for my opponent, I'm assuming. Salaman's coming in, okay. That's not good. That's not good at all, actually. I think I'm kind of screwed already. Because the Groudon is faster, you can just Hyper Voice. Oh, this is so bad. Should have considered, I mean, like, yeah, I didn't have a good strategy against super fast Groudon. Perhaps, yeah, Weavile would have been a good lead. Like, I think my strategy actually, when they are really fast, is to be setting up Tailwind. Because if I set up a Tailwind, then Ludicolo actually kind of has a field day. But that is obviously not an option right now. I don't know what to do. My friends, I think I am screwed. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice both my Pokemon here. Because I'm not winning the game with Ludi or Ho-Oh right now. Yeah, he's just going to Hyper Voice. Could have gone for a Fake Out, but that wouldn't have really... I mean, I guess I could have gotten some chip damage off. Maybe the play was to Fake Out Groudon and switch out into Mawile. I don't really know. But, yeah, there's a good learning lesson. Groudon being faster because it's max speed Groudon. Which I should have anticipated, honestly, and Sash Thunderous. Like, I got a little bit lucky with the burn, too. But we've been facing so many physical Groudons, so, you know, Eruption Groudon I have to play a little bit differently, since even Ludicolo with the Salt Vest takes so much damage. So my strategy should be to set up Tailwind. Like, if I Tailwind turn 1 and switch into Ludi, then I can at least switch my Ho-Oh out into Rayquaza the following turn and Scald. So it's still not over, because unless he's got Draco on Salamence. Because I could Mega Evolve, Sucker Punch Dragon Ascent Groudon. Does he protect Groudon expecting that? Oh, I should have Draco'd, maybe. Yeah. I misplayed there. He might protect Groudon here, too. Unless somebody protects Salamence. That would be very nice to see. But he knows Groudon's the main Pokemon. Yeah, that was too easy of a prediction. I should have just played rough. I actually could have won this game, too. That was a throw. I mean, not a throw. Oh, actually, nope. Since he had Tailwind, I was screwed anyway. Good play. Good play. Good play. Very well done, sir. Like, yeah, that Tailwind. So I don't feel as bad, because he went for the best play possible. Is there any way I can win this? Now you just Eruption, Double Edge. Yeah, I'm kind of boned. But I'll go for a Draco? Voice crack? Question mark? Exclamation mark? Yeah, you just got Double Edge. Not a very hard play here to make. Oh, Jesus, that's so much damage even after he's intimidated. Oh, you just needed to style on me more, sir. Poor K. Well played, Renee. Well played. Good game. So, finally lost one with the team. 3-1. Can't feel too bad. Lesson from this: expect Special Groudon a little bit more. I actually played Renee right before US Nationals, and he was using Special Groudon too. I just totally forgot about that. Hidden Power Ice being a really cool move. But yeah, Max Speed Special Groudon is actually really strong. I mean, just like fast eruptions against everything. Like, Eruption and Water Pulse in this format are just so good, because even Pokemon that resist it take so much damage. So, my strategy maybe would have been Weavile. I think, like, against that team, since he didn't have Bronzong, he's obviously going to be or Cresella, he obviously is going to be a faster Groudon, and that was something I should have anticipated in team preview. So what I should have done was try to set up my Tailwind. So if I lead my Weavile and my Ho-Oh, what I can do is fake out Thundurus turn 1, get my Tailwind up, and then even if he protects, and that's where I got double up on Thundurus, and with Tailwind up, then Ludicolo and Rayquaza in the back have a great job, even if he brings the Xerneas. So I think Weavile would have been the call here, but, you know, it's a good lesson. We haven't faced a special Groudon until this game today. Didn't mean to say that there, but it was a good game. Really well played, though. I mean, like, I just cleanly got bodied there, and, you know, no complaints whatsoever. Good lessons to take away, though. Like, expect special Groudon a little bit more. Like, we've seen so many physical Groudons recently. Let every Groudon I see, it's just like, oh, it's got to be physical. Maybe I'll have Eruption, but that one pretty clearly a pure special Groudon. I mean, we didn't see Earth Power, but with Eruption and Hidden Power Ice, you can almost guess. So great game to Renee there. You can see why he made it to day 2 of US Nationals. I believe he's qualified for Worlds as well, definitely. So should be one of the exciting players to follow there. But yeah, a really great episode there. That first game was crazy, and that second game just a lot to take away from. So I'm definitely going to try to improve and play a little bit better in the next games. But great demonstration and great play in both of the games today. So credits to my opponent, shout outs to them, and that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.